Hi, this is a guided breath awareness meditation. In this meditation, I'm just going to guide you through the basic practice of becoming aware of your breath. And the meditation itself will last about 20 minutes. During the practice, I'll give suggestions and direction from time to time just to keep you going. So, what is a breath awareness meditation? If any of you have done meditation before, you will probably have done something like this. What it is using the breath as a focus for our attention, as a way of relaxing and calming our mind and body as well, and giving us something, a place of attention to focus on. And the way we do this is essentially by counting the breath from 1 to 10. Each breath cycle counts as one breath. So we breathe in, then breathe out. And on the first out breath, we count 1. And then each subsequent out breath, we count up to 10. So the second out breath, you count 2. And then you carry on until you get to 10, and then you go back to counting the next out breath as 1. We do this just in our head, not out loud. And often what we find is we don't get to 10 because our mind becomes distracted. And I'm sure that all of you of carers have lots of thoughts going around in your head all of the time. And that's absolutely fine that we get distracted. It's a natural thing that happens. And when we notice ourselves doing that, we just come back to the breath and start again counting the next out breath as 1. Sometimes we can also find ourselves going onto a kind of autopilot with the counting and find that we're actually counting 14, 15, 16 breaths. Again, if you notice yourself having done that, just go back to counting at 1. I will begin the meditation with 3 sounds of a gentle bell and end it with 1 bell. And as I say, in the course of the meditation, from time to time, I'll give direction just to keep you on track. So let's begin the meditation practice. Before we start, what I'd like you to do is just get into a comfortable position. Normally, this meditation is done seated, either on a meditation cushion, or you can use yoga blocks to put under your behind, or a rolled up blanket to sit on. And what you're doing by elevating your hips is making your spine straighter. And by keeping your spine straight, you're giving less work for your body to get into a good aligned spinal posture. If you need to, you can do this on a chair, again, hopefully with a straight back. Or if you need to, you can do this laying down or in any posture that works for you and your body. So, we'll begin with the bells. And as I say, I will give you direction and instruction from time to time just to keep you on track. As we begin, just take a few deep breaths in and out, filling the belly with air. We can just do this slowly, breathing in and then slowly letting the breath go. And do that a few times just to let go of some of the tension you might be feeling and relax into the posture you're in. And then begin just by becoming aware of your breath. We breathe in and out through our nose. And on the first out breath, we count 1. The next time we breathe in and out, we count 2, and we continue this until we reach 10, and then return to 1. In this meditation, we're not aiming to change the breath, but just to watch how it is naturally. Sometimes your breath may become slower and deeper as the meditation progresses, and that's great. But if that doesn't happen, that's just fine too. You may notice that each breath is slightly different. Some are shorter and shallower. Some are longer and deeper. Sometimes the pause between breaths is short. Sometimes it's long. All of that is perfectly fine and natural. We're just watching how our breath is naturally. if you do find yourself caught up in thinking a lot, that's absolutely fine. This happens, especially if you're new to meditation. But the practice here is just to notice when you're following and caught up in your thoughts. And it's especially natural if you've got something very much on your mind. So all we do when we notice that we have been caught up in thinking is just to gently bring our mind back to the breath and begin again with the counting. There's no need to make a big deal of getting caught up in the breath. This isn't something to succeed or fail at. We're just giving ourselves some time just to find some peace. So we just come back to the breath when we find ourselves distracted and begin the counting from 1. For the last few minutes of the meditation, you may want to drop the counting and just watch the breath go in and out. If you find the counting is useful to you, then feel free to keep it. But otherwise, for the last few minutes, just see if you can notice your breath and focus your attention on your breath without needing the counting. Just feeling your breath in and out, doing naturally what it does. As we come to the end of the meditation, there's no need to be in a hurry to get up. Just take your time, maybe wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently open your eyes and just come back to where you are. I hope that this time has given you a bit of peace, and thank you for taking the time for yourself to listen to this meditation. If you can, maybe make yourself a cup of tea before you go back to your normal business of the day. Thank you for listening, and I hope to talk to you again soon.